Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, September 6th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am conscious of who I am beyond my mind. Today may be a strong mental day. I can tell you, I can feel the build up to this Mercury-Uranus square. I've been tripping over words all day, making up new words by combining them. That's one of the ways that my brain reacts to strong electrical mental energies. And today, as we have Mercury and Uranus engaging in a square, you too may be feeling some of those energies. So just be aware of that. Now, the interesting thing is, today has two parts. It has the first part of the day, which has some lovely connections going on. And then it has the second part of the day, which has some more challenging activations going on. So the first part of the day is a really good time to find that balance, find that inner peace, take time to ground, all of that. Hopefully we'll be feeling a little bit more energized as Mars is moving beyond the zero energy to 1 degree Cancer. This is a great time to take action for self-care to make sure that you are meeting your needs, your basic needs, the food you need, all of those things. And also your emotional needs, the hugs you need. Those are the things that are top on my list, I guess. The food and the hugs, all right? So, Moon today in Libra is connecting to Jupiter, and it's connecting to Mercury. So those are lovely connections. Jupiter in Gemini plus Moon in Libra. It's a great day to reach out, have some fun conversations, open your mind to learning new things. And I would say even the same thing about Moon connecting to Mercury. Mercury in Leo right now. It's going back over these degrees again. So Mercury hanging out in Leo. I think Moon in Libra plus Mercury in Leo can definitely make you want to, treat yourself, feel a little self-care, doll yourself up, so to speak. But also make sure that you're checking in with the balance of your inner child. It's not just about your balance, where you're at. What is the balancing energy for your inner child? Because if your inner child isn't happy, there's a good chance for temper tantrums later. So what we have coming in later is that Mercury-Uranus square. That's not till 9:21 p.m. Pacific time, but you're gonna be feeling it. Again, take time to ground because that will support you through this. Mercury being squared by Uranus, Mercury and Leo being squared by Uranus can bring up inner child stuff. It can bring up worth issues, so just be really aware of that. We also have the Moon squaring Pluto, and that's not till 10 p.m., but again, you're going to be feeling that. And suddenly, out of nowhere, it's seemingly nowhere, the grumpies can come on, power issues, feeling puny, my phone agrees with this. So the evening just has a little bit more challenge to it. And then we have the Moon shifting into Scorpio at 10:18 p.m. Through the weekend, we do have some stuff. Mainly, what I'm looking at for this weekend coming in is that Mercury is going to be finishing up its process in the sign of Leo, and so we're going to have those yods, and those yods, the finger of God, the big neon finger in the sky being like, this is important, reminding us to infuse our minds with love, to bring love to any given situation. Being that we have these yods going on with Pluto and Neptune feeding in, Pluto now back in Capricorn, there may be some really old, potentially patriarchal thoughts, very karmic cycles that can be potentially shifting their way out this weekend. So watch for them. Watch for those things that come up there. Where did this come from? I was talking to my friend Nikki today, Nicole Ullman, some of you know, and she was talking about having a lot of echoes of things coming up. And I love that she uses the word echoes. You may have echoes. And this is just part of, did you learn your lesson? Did you figure it out? Did you figure out what your part of this is? So just be really aware of that. as we have these yads coming up. And you can always face everything with love, but sometimes Moon in Scorpio is reminding you that even as you face it with love, face it with boundaries too, because those boundaries can help. I got some great cards I pulled from the Divine Abundance deck, and that is Humility. Love this card. Allow me, Divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So a call for support. Venus in Libra really likes that. Ask for help if you need it. And then we've definitely got some funny cards here. Participation. This is always my Virgo card. Body, mind, spirit, soul, heart. Ground in. Check in with these parts. Don't let your mind get too far away from you with this. Maturity. I think maturity is needed a lot of times when we have Pluto engagement, because it can sync us to our base responses. And Moon in Scorpio can also bring that reactivity. Do we have the Patience card? We don't have the Patience card, but I'm hearing the song Patience in my head by Guns N' Roses. So keep your patience in your back pocket to help you with your personal maturity energy. And then here we go. We have the Abundance card in reverse, the Compromise card in reverse, and the Guidance card in reverse. The Guidance card in reverse is funny. I feel like this is what is it? A premonition from the cards that maybe maturity is not always going to happen. You're not necessarily going to listen to the guidance initially, and then you might come back around and be like, all right, just a little patience. And it might have to do with others, right? This Compromise card in reverse, I always call this the Don't Compromise card, but it feels like we're not wanting to, like, even though we have these planets that are not seeing eye to eye in the yod, that's what a yod is. They're these inconjuncts. We're not seeing eye to eye. I don't think we're going to be seeing eye to eye with everybody. That doesn't mean you have to lash out, right? So check in with yourself. And the Abundance card, too, is a lot of this feels like we're kind of in the time before Libra, even though we have Venus in Libra and, well, the moon finishing up in Libra and even Lilith hanging out in Libra, we're not really finding our balance. And so you need to make sure that you're tending to yourself in the spiritual, but also in the physical. And I say this often, some of you need to work more in the spiritual realm with your work. And some of us, I would include myself in this, need to do a little bit more in the physical. So watch for that, especially if you're swinging out of balance. Like, do you need to tend to your physical, or do you need to maybe go into the spiritual realms and do a little clearing? There's so much energy out there. A good clearing helps. So we're going to leave that there for today. Book a reading. Eclipse readings available. If you want to get your eclipse reading in before the eclipses, this is the time when you for sure need to reach out. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Ow. Namaste.